Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of All the Mods 10 Mud in Minecraft, where I've been doing a couple things with the bees in between episode, and a lot of it is just kind of like streamlining some stuff. I didn't mean to press either, but I did. So I've got the gene indexer kind of pulling out all the stuff, all the genes that we're going to run into a lot. Yeah, I've got all of them just kind of going up into these drawers here. Are you backed up? No, you're back. Not backed up. You're actually working. But yeah. So all of the tolerance genes, they're gonna go up in here. All of the productivity genes, or no, these are behavior genes. I think these ones are endurance. These ones are these ones are the productivity, and then these ones are the temperament. Yeah. So yeah, all those are going up in there, but then the actual like types are staying in here. Oh, hey, who's this? Emerald bee. You can come down here. But yeah, I've been working on getting a couple bees. Well, I say couple, I mean this one bee, the nitro crystal bee. He has taken so much time because in order to get this one, we need a blazing crystal bee, we need a redstone bee, and two spirited crystal bees. Why we need the blazing, I don't know. That one's a little confusing to me. The redstone one makes a little sense because it's red, yeah. But yeah, the spirited doesn't really. It makes some sense because it's a tier before this, I believe. But it also needs the niotic for the spirited. The niotic need the blazing need the energized, and then the energized need iron and gold. So I've literally been having to make iron, gold, energized, and just going through and making all these different types of spawn eggs because you can't get spawn eggs normally. You have to get them through the gene indexer. So I've been squishing a lot of bees. I've got this automated to where we put the two types of bees in here. We put in some cages. They then, because of one of these guys, there's a modular router up here somewhere that is doing this. He takes them from here and puts them in here. And what this does is it, as you know, it breeds them up to adulthood. And then another one takes them from here and puts them up into here. Now, here are all the iron bees that I just made up. These are all ghostly bees, which are going to be used for the withercomb here in a minute. But we take the iron bees, we come over here, and I found out that this actually can be simplified by just by placing a redstone block on the piston and then putting it down instead of me having to open and close for every bee. So yeah, we have a dispenser right there where we just pop all of these into here. They go into the dispenser, dispense, and then the bees come out, get squished. And as long as we have bottles in here, it'll just continuously work. Hence why I have all these bottles right here pushing into there. Then this guy still picking up all of the squish bee material, and then gets over, and then yeah. But there were so many bees getting squished that I had to add in a drawer for just the stingers, and it's being voided at the moment because I've already hit the max. I've squished so many bees. But yeah, that's just to do this. I've probably wasted a good 6 hours. Yeah, yeah, 6 hours. But let's not worry about that guy. Let's actually go on to the Soul Lava Bee. Now we actually need a ghostly bee, so that's actually why I needed these. So we're gonna take all of these guys. I know I don't need all of these. Are these the same? Yeah, they're the same. You guys can go up in here now. This is just where I'm still storing all my excess bees and their nests. But we can now actually throw in all these guys. Are these ghostly? Ghostly. Yep. Throw all these ghostly in here, and then whenever this is done running through the iron bees, it'll go through the ghostly bees, and we can get the ghostly spot egg. Okay, we got 15 gene samples of the ghostly variety. So we're just gonna come over here, grab a few of these guys. Actually, we only need like 5. So we can actually put half of these back. Put those in there. We do this, we get a ghostly. And then we want 1, 2, 3. Oh, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 eggs. Throw this in there, and ghostly bee. Now we just got to take some soul lava and pour it on top of these guys. Thankfully, got it all set up right here. Now, let me get a bucket. That is not how you spell bucket. I'll take 2 just in case. Couple buckets of soul lava and we can actually put things or liquid in through the drain, thankfully. So it's pretty much just like Kinkers. And it takes how much? It takes 1 bucket per. So yeah, we're gonna need a couple more buckets of soul lava. That should be 5 buckets. And then just like before, with all the Imodium, we just put 1 in there, click this on, and it should convert. And sure enough, there we are, a soul lava spawn egg. Quest completed. Is that a quest in just the B section, or is that an ATM as well? I want to say it's an ATM as well. So I actually may need to make 1 more of these. Yes, I do need to make 1 more of these, because this goes into the dragon's soul. Okay, I'm gonna get making, and then we're gonna put them over in there. Actually, no. These got to go down there, because they need lava in front of them. Specifically, soul lava in front of them in order to generate. Well, I get to now show you what I did with the lava bees down there. Alrighty, we're heading down to the lava area, and I have 15 soul lava bees. I did originally only make 5, but then I thought, wait, that's probably not going to be enough, because for our lava guys, we also have 15 of them. So they're down here in front of some lava, and they're all working, as you can tell, because of the honey dripping out. But what happens is these guys create the lava combs, then they get transported over here into these guys. Now, I didn't have these speedier upgrades until a little bit ago, so this is how many I needed to even try to keep up with them. So yeah, they're, as you can see. So yeah, it sometimes gets overwhelming, the amount. So I just had all 6 of these. They turn into lava in here, and then combs, and sometimes they produce pollen puffs. So that stuff all goes into the back and gets... Okay, actually, I think I can show you. I need to shrink down. So I'm using the Ender IO stuff, obviously. They all come back through here. Power's right there. It just goes that way. And then all the crap items, essentially, wax and pollen puffs, just go into the trash can. And then we have all of the lava going into this fluid drawer. That way we can have a little bit of a buffer in between, just in case this fills up. We still have some in backlog. But as you can see, it says 0. So yeah, we're using it just as quickly as we're making it. So yeah, fun. But now that we've done that, we can kind of do the same thing over here, except I don't want to send it over there to, like, I don't want to mess this up. So I'm going to send it over here. So we'll have all of the soul lava guys, but we'll send them over here, all their stuff over here, and then store the lava probably right here. So we need the upgrades. So productive, we're gonna need 3 of these simulations, and then I need currently 3 times 3, 9 the speed upgrades. Unfortunately, the speedier upgrades cannot go into the beehives. It sucks, but it's whatever. Productive. But eventually we will be getting, where are you? We'll be getting things like the productivity upgrades and the block upgrades. And these are made well through the productivity, but through the draconic chunks that we just got last time. So for now, we give you not 3. Give you 3 of those. 1 of those, 3 of those, 1 of those, 3 of those. And when we just pop a few of these bad boys into each, and they won't come out because of the simulator. But now we take our jumbo tank with soul lava, place a piece in front of each, and if we time wand it, we should see. Yep, there we go. Soul lava combs. So now we can actually make soul lava. Yes. But only 20 millibuckets per comb. But that's fine. That's fine. So now I need to make some centrifuges, put them in there, and then do it over here. Do the storing right here. And there we go. Pretty simple. Got all the powered centrifuges that I'm gonna need right here. Just 3, 1 for 1, really. But they're all these are connected to all these, so there's no point in saying it. But they all then bleed out into this guy, and we've already gotten 12 buckets of lava. Minus the whatever's in here. 615 buckets. How do you have way more? Rude. But, yep, we've got soul lava automated, and hopefully here soon we will actually be able to automate this even more so it's even faster. But for now, that's all we're going to need the soul lava bees for. Next up is the wither comb. Okay, to get the wither bee combs, we need to get the wither bee, which is just a skelly bee given a wither rose. I don't have any wither roses, and the only way that I know of to get wither roses is really by already having one, or by using this little setup. So what we're going to do is we get wither roses from a wither killing a mob. So pumpkins. I need to make a few more pumpkins apparently. And then soul sand. And wither skulls. So we're going to create an iron golem in here. Boop, boop, boop. I need this. I need my shears. Nope, not that. Shears. Should just do this. And we have a wither target. We have a wither target. Now, in here, we just place our wither down. 1, 2, 3. Now, he should only be able to target him because he's the only thing it can see. And then, oh, I should probably make a couple more witherproof. That way I can block him off. And he won't be able to see. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Blow up, blow up. Thank you. Hi there. You should not have done that. Yeah, he's beating him up and should kill him here in a second. And then I need to actually take care of this guy. But once he perishes, he should drop a wither rose. Okay, I don't know what you're doing there, bud, but I need you to stop. But we did get a Wither Rose. Now I can grow these infinitely, and I will later. But for now, I'm just going to create a couple more via this method, except make it a little bit easier on me. All right, now that we have the Wither Roses, we actually need the Skelly Bee. And in order to get the Skelly Bee, if we look at him, it says, be sure to keep your hives well lit to prevent this guy from moving in. We want him to move in, so we don't want it lit. So we're going to take this hive right here. We're going to take some tinted glass and some tinted ethereal so I can get in. And we are going to encapsulate. Nope, one more. Or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. Doot, doot. Tinted ethereal. And now we can do this. Boop. And oop, nope, wrong button. Boop. And boop, one more. I did not have enough glass on me. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Cap off this little dome. And it should get very, very dark in here. So if we look F7, it is completely dark in here. Now we can see because we have night vision, but you know, it is dark, hence the red X's. So I now need a few cages. I'm gonna need more than that. So boop. And then our time wand. And I think we can just do that, and we should see eventually someone move in. Let's see, maybe if we try putting a treat in. Okay, I've gotten a couple of regular bees in here, and I've accelerated this a couple times. So I'm hoping that these, the Wither Bee, or not the Wither Bee, the Skelly Bee, the Zombie, and the Creep Bee are like the Nomad Bees over there, where they have to have a bee already in it in order for it to spawn. Like, it'll basically replace that guy. So he'll go in, or well, no, he won't go in because he doesn't have any flowers. But yeah. Yeah, I'm going to give this guy a flower and just leave this over time, and hopefully we'll get one. Okay, this took a while to get it done because I realized I wasn't going to get these little guys because in my base is I can't get hostile mobs, and I'm pretty sure these guys are technically hostile. Temperament normal, but either way, yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna get them in my base, so I tried going to somewhere else. Oh, you're hostile, and it still wasn't working above ground, so I went underground into one of my caves, my little mining caves. And yeah, now they're spawning. So, yay! We have these bees. We've only gotten zombies and skelly bees, which the skelly bee is what we need. But I was also hoping for a Cree bee because I need him. Explosion, you should keep this one to itself. Oh, this is just a bee with TNT. Never mind. I got all the bees I need. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back up at the surface in our little barn house. And what we need to do is actually do this, put these guys up in here. Actually do it like that. Yeah. So we got 5 skelly bees, and okay. we are going to place this guy down, transform him, and then pick him up, and just keep doing that. Because, yeah, these guys are actually only going to be temporary. We don't really need the wither combs except for this. So there's no point in automating these guys. So I got 5 for no reason, but it is what it is. And since these guys are just gonna be temporary, I'm just putting them over here right now. And then I can overclock them just for a minute to do that. And then I can pull them out. That way the system doesn't recognize them and get caught up on them. Yep, nothing got caught up. Then we take this guy and do that, and wither comb block. Quest complete. These aren't actual quests, these are just personal quests. But yeah, we now have one more piece for the Olimod Star. And I believe this guy is also part of the Wither Compass. He goes right here. Right, up on the top left. Yep. So yeah, we're 3 away from completing the Wither Compass. We're getting pretty far along. So now I just got to figure out what's the next thing we want to do. Many hours later, I am finally done with the Nitro Bees. Oh my lordy, these took forever. Like, these guys, the Uraninite ones, they didn't take so long because they were literally just feeding TNT to a regular bee, and yeah, that was this went way faster than this. This, like, even all of these ones, that one, those last 2, those all took time, but nothing like these guys. Because in order to even make these guys, like I've said before, I had to make all the tiers before of the power stuff. So Nitro, I had to make the Spirited. So like actually, Power. In order to make the Nitro bees, I had to make Spirited Crystal Bee eggs. And to even make those, I needed Niotic Crystal Bee eggs. And even to make those, I needed the Blazing Crystal Bee eggs. And then before that, I needed the Energized Steel Bee eggs. And even to get those guys, I needed the Iron and Gold bees, wherever those guys are. They're in here somewhere. But yeah, I did so much squishing of bees and whatnot that, yeah, I'm full up on the high productivity genes. What? Okay. I didn't. What? Whatever. But yeah, I've done a lot of stuff to get those bees, and I'm glad it's over. But that is not the end of our bees. We do still have 3 spots left. Yeah. 3 spots left. But I don't know what I'm going to be putting in those just yet, so I'm going to hold off on that. That last one is just regular bees. But we do want to make these 2 upgrades. The upgrade block changes the produced output to blocks instead of honeycombs. So we'll get more output per harvest. And then we also want the productivity omega upgrade. It increases the production of the bees in the hive by 260. And since we're doing the block upgrade as well, that's a lot. Now this one, not that hard to make. We get the draconic chunks from the bees, some wax. We got the wax. We have some item frames, but it needs the beta productivity upgrade, which is it's the 2nd tier. This is the 1st tier, which, I mean, oh wait, no. This is the 1st tier. That's yeah. So we need 4 of the 1st tier to make the 2nd tier, and then the 2nd tier, yeah. It spirals. So this guy is Omega. We go from Omega to Gamma. So Gamma to Beta to Alpha. So there's 4 different iterations. So I'm thinking like I'm gonna need a stack of the alphas. Yeah. Fun. Thankfully, I don't have to do that myself. I can just give AE all the stuff and can do it like that. So, AE, my system's already filling back up. Seriously, I just emptied you. Like, seriously, in between clips. In between clips, I was doing stuff over at the colony, and why? I cleaned you out. Anyway, we want this. So we already have unobtainium nuggets. We are going to have to make that. We know how to make Hearts of the Sea. So there we go. Let's start with you because you're going to be easier. Do that. Do that. We're going to need that. We have those in stock. And then we go back to this. We do this. Do this. Nope. We do this guy. We do this guy. And we should only need... That's the gamma. Did we make the gamma? No, we made the beta. So the beta. And we have the shards. Those are... Yep. So this should be everything. So this is the omega. Omega to... Oh, no, come here. Gamma. The beta. No, alpha. Beta. And the comb. I think that's everything we're gonna need. So let's throw all that in there. And we want... How many of these do we want? We are going to want... 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, yeah, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 of these omegas. So, omega. 18. Any complications? Yes. Draconic dust. We need, oh my god, 20k draconic dust. And I apparently forgot item frames. So we're gonna need to speed up these guys because these are the guys that make the draconic dust. The draconic comb gets turned into the dust, and then the dust becomes the chunk. But I think if we look, yeah, we only have 1,000 dust. So they need to be upgraded first. So at productive, let's go ahead and see if we can't make at least 18 of these hive of walk ones. Missing 17. That'll be done in a minute, but I also forgot to put the item frame crafting recipe in again. Alrighty, after a little bit of help from our time wand, we should now have the stuff needed. Yeah. It better not be that little. There better be just a backlog. Okay, there's just a small backlog. It's taking its time. But at productive and we want 18, and it's available. And start. And it's gonna take over 2 minutes. And there we go. 2 minutes, probably actually a little bit more than that, but 2 minutes of a craft condensed down into just a couple seconds for you guys. But if I can spell today, that would be very nice. Block upgrade. Now we are going to be replacing one of our speed upgrades. So they will go a little bit slower until we get the other upgrade. But we will be getting blocks instead of just homes. Alrighty, there we go. All of them have block upgrades in them. Although I somehow managed to miscount, or I missed one. I didn't miscount, I just missed one. The slimy bee. I forgot you. But yeah, there we go. We've got all these bees in, and they're all going to be producing blocks. And as you may notice, you can actually now hear the game sounds because, yeah, OBS decided to mess with its audio settings, and now, yeah. Either way, we now have all these done and dusted. Just gonna get more of those going so that next time we can actually go ahead and make these guys, because it gonna take a lot, and I literally just ran out of that dust. So yeah, that's gonna have to wait for a minute. But next time, we will finish that off with that guy. Probably, actually, I'll finish it off between episodes and just come back and show you guys. But next time, we're actually going to be looking into completing one more piece for the All the Mod puzzle. And that's going to be the Wither Compass, I believe. Yes, the Wither Compass. It's going to require us to get into Generators Galore, Iron Spells, and Ars Nouveau. Now, we've already gotten into Ars Nouveau, so I think we're going to go ahead and take a look and where this leads us. So, thank you all for watching. I've been Dorkman191, and this has been All the Mods 10 Modded Minecraft. Shut up, phone.